To sit on this subcommittee and be here with you all today. And thank you so much for all that you are doing. I know you are dedicated, as I am, to making sure that every single American has access to clean, safe drinking water. It is one of our #1 priorities around here. And again, thank you for being here today. One of the things that I'm really curious about, because I come from the city of Dubuque and have seen some really innovative things around water quality and partnerships, and a lot of technology in regards to, using technology to monitor and improve water systems. So where I'm from in Dubuque, they have actually partnered with IBM's Watson Research Center, where they did a smarter water pilot study for over a year. Some of you may or may not have heard of it, but where they use actually smart water meters to help reduce water usage over 6%, and then increase leak detection, and and response was eightfold. So I just kind of want to hear from you all today about intelligent systems, and specifically, how can we use technology to reduce leaks and other causes of system downtime, as well as making sure that our water systems are more environmentally sustainable. Are there anything that you have seen across the country, whether local, state level? Obviously, I know the Dubuque example, but wondering if you all have any examples that states or other localities have done well, and anything that we should be looking at on the federal level to either ramp up or be helpful with this to, again, use the technology we do have, and make sure that every dollar we do spend, we're doing it in the best way possible and in the most efficient way possible.
Well, non-revenue water is a huge problem for every community, but especially in communities, whether it's a city or a rural, that are lower resourced. So, for example, the norm is like in a well-run system, there's always going to be some leaks, maybe 10%. But the Camden City, for example, has a non-revenue water of over 40%. So that means that for every 100 gallons that go out of their water treatment system, they only get paid for 60. Now, some of that goes for fire and firefighting, and that's normal. But a lot of it's for leaks or unbilled revenue. So that's a huge loss for a city that needs revenue. But it's sort of a vicious cycle, because if you lack the resources to find the leaks, then you can't find the revenue that you need. So I've heard of the smart water systems too, but usually it's a public-private partnership, which is at a much higher rate. So one thing the federal government could do, because the technologies are out there, would be to, through the Clean Water SRF, the Drinking Water SRF, allow rural and urban communities to borrow and invest in that smart technology to reduce their non-revenue water, and then that revenue would help pay back the loan. It would pay for itself. So, but the problem is that many of these communities that need it the most can't afford them. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you. I really appreciate it. Oh.
I was going to say, the technology is a key component. As a city that is going to all smart meters and looking at the real-time use. One is real-time reporting back to the users, especially large users. And our system, we're thinking of golf courses and parks to give people that real solution. The other is technology and leak detection. We used more recently inline technology. That saved us some $7 million, because, of course, there's algorithms based on years and gallons through certain systems, because you didn't know what was under the ground. Now, using certain types of technology, we were able to alleviate a $7 million that was in our capital plan. But again, back to the issues of partnering with technology. One is the real-time reporting to use, and we'll be a fully automated city here shortly through a smart city initiative. But again, that's all privately done, which is great, because they're coming to the table to demonstrate those. But secondly is to use that sort of technology that had typically been on the wastewater side. But again, as we are here about wastewater, the real issue is the clean water solutions on the drinking water also.
And if I could add, technology can also benefit affordability. If you have real-time reporting and residential customers have that, and you have rates structured so that people can have control of their bill and actually use less water, people can say, oh, I'm going to take a shorter shower today, or we're going to save laundry till next week, or something like that. So it really benefits all around, both from the utility end and the consumer end.
Great. Thank you all so much for your comments, and I'd love to follow up on some of this as well. And Madam Chair, I yield.